And thank you very much for staying with us. Now, like I said earlier, there's been a sharp decline in the number of active COVID-19 cases in Ghana, giving hope that Ghana can defeat the virus if the preventive protocols are strictly followed. Now, in its latest reporting, the number of active cases declined from 3,200 cases to 2,400 cases, whilst following impressive recoveries and discharges. Now, 4 out of the 16 regions, Savannah, Upper East, Upper West, and Northeast, are without any case of COVID-19, while the other 12 have also seen significant decline in active infection. So far, nearly 94% of persons who have contracted the virus have recovered, whilst 215 have unfortunately died. The Ghana Health Service says despite easing the restrictions, infection rates have declined due to the measures in place to check the spread. Leader of Risk Communication and Community Engagement for the National COVID-19 Response Team, Dr. Aboagye Da Costa, is joining us for more on this. Encouraging news for us, Dr. Da Costa. Should we be rejoicing over the progress made so far? Dr. Da Costa, if you can please unmute your microphone so that we can...
Thank you so much. Let me greet your viewers and say that even though the news seems encouraging, we still have the virus in the country, and I will certainly encourage Ghanaians to continuously follow the preventive etiquettes, because that is our belief that if everyone is following the preventive etiquettes, we will be able to reduce the infections to the barest minimal. And that is what we target. So we begin by saying that we have to learn how to live with the virus, and we instituted the protocols. We did a little bit of community engagement, stakeholder consultation. Everyone is playing their part. So we also believe that as people are playing their part, the leaders of organizations, being churches, workplaces, team leaders, COVID-19 teams within various institutions should still make it a point to make sure that the protocols are adhered to strictly.
Right. Let me welcome Dr. Peter Kojo-Kwashe into the conversation. He's a senior research fellow at, he's a senior research fellow at WAC, that's the West African Institute for Cell Biology of Infectious Pathogens. Good afternoon, Doc.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to your listeners too.
Great. So I'm sure you'd find this number very encouraging, this recent drop in the rate of active cases.
Yes, it certainly seems to show that we are going in the right direction, and hopefully that continues.
Okay, we will come to some other issues of fake drugs, which I know you're very passionate about, Dr. Kwashe, but I'm going to quickly go back to Dr. Aboagye Da Costa and ask that you have named a number of factors which could, which could account for the increase in recoveries and discharges that we are seeing, but it could also mean that it's the way the virus behaves here in the country. Did we just... are we just lucky in Ghana?
Thank you. I think, like you are rightly aware, across the globe, scientists begin to study the behavior of the virus in various settings. Now, what I'll say is that the government, the Ghana Health Service, the Ministry of Health, and also citizens' participation has been very good. The things that the government have put in place and that of the Ghana Health Service and Ministry of Health seems to be the things actually helping in reducing these infections in the country. Yes, obviously there could be other factors that we don't know. Some are talking about vitamin D, which we normally get it from the sun, and others, but we still need studies to actually confirm these. So it is really encouraging, but we should not lose our guard. We should make sure that we follow the preventive etiquette strictly, and I will dwell on that every day, every second, for citizens to take it very, very serious, to wear their mask when they are stepping out, to make sure that they wash their hands with soap and running water, and also to follow the other preventive etiquettes. Boosting of immunity has become essential. So it is important that, like the president has been calling for people to eat our local food. This is the time Ghanaians should patronize our own local food, such as the contemporaries and the vegetables that we have. I think they contain some good vitamins that will be able to help. So yes, let's continue to adhere to the safety protocols, and I think we will make headway in reducing the virus.
Finally, I just had a conversation with the national president of the Ghana National Association of Private Schools, who are calling Dr. Aboagye Da Costa for a reopening of all schools across all levels because of the number of active cases we are seeing, which is going down. Would this be an appropriate response? Would this be a good move?
Thank you. I think we may have to look at it critically. Like, if you remember now, the final years are in school, and to me, the best place or the safest place for the students to be is boarding house. If we all agree that lockdown is good in limiting the spread of the virus, then the students there are in lockdown in a certain way. So we have to study it. Look, using that as a pilot, we should be able to determine whether the schools should be opened or not. But further consultations will actually be needed. You cannot just say that you are just opening. It may need that there might be infrastructural changes, there might be logistical needs, and all the others. People might have to undergo several trainings and others. So certainly, we have to look into this to see if we have to open the schools in September or not. But I remember the education minister has said that school is not reopening. So we still have to engage and see what happens.
Thank you very much, Dr. Aboagye Da Costa, for joining us this afternoon on The Pulse.